Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura and thank you for being here. And I just want to tell a little bit about myself and my life and everything like that. And I'm just looking at the time, and yeah, I'm just starting to make videos again, and I just want to get on here and get to know some of you guys, and you get to know me and everything like that. So let's get into it. I am 58 years old yesterday, February 21st, 2025. And I was born in Michigan, Royal Oak. My mom, she moved us to Tennessee, Putnam County, back a long time ago when I was like 5 years old. She moved us from Michigan to Tennessee. And I have a brother. He's 2 years younger than me. And I did have a stepdad. So she moved us down here, and we ended up living on the lake in a cabin. And my life growing up, it was rough. It was kind of rough, you know. We lived on the lake in the mountains, okay? We had a we had a road that would come down from the top where the bus let us off at a barn. So the road would go down and go around a curve. It was going down a mountain and then around another curve, and then you're down there at the cabin, you know, and you could get underneath the cabin. We used to cut wood and chop wood and stack wood up underneath it. Yeah. And the way our water would come in is on that last corner coming down the hill, there was a cement, like, it looked like a coffin or a sarcophagus. And so it was getting water from a trickle on that little mountain right there and coming into that cement thing. And so we didn't have, like, you know, plumbing underneath city water or anything like that. Okay? And so the water run down through a hard hose from that cement thing to the house. We did have a toilet, a bathtub. Can't remember if we had a shower, but we had a bathtub and a sink, and we had a great big fireplace. We didn't have no central heating there. We didn't. And it was cold in the wintertime. So we had like 5 ponies, some dogs, some chickens and roosters. And we lived down there for like 10 years. 10, 12 years. I think we moved out one time and then moved back. But every day, me and my brother would have to catch the bus at the top of the hill. We never did drive our cars down there unless you had like a Jeep or something, because it wasn't like a smooth gravel road. You was going down a hill, and you know, when it rained, it'd make them little gullies in there and stuff like that. It's even hard for me to remember how we got our food down there. I don't know if I have a mental block or what. But anyway, so we had fun times, good times and stuff like that. Where our cabin was, it was like, there was the mountain, and then there was just like a flat area, and like our cabin was right here, and like you would walk outside, and there was a small like little hill and then a creek. So on that little hill, and it stayed there for years, it was a vine, and we used to swing it. It was It was thick. And we used to swing out. We used to swing out on that all the time. And after years, one guy swung out there and it broke and he fell. Yeah. But anyways, back to the hose, back to that hard hose that, the water runs through. Well, yeah, it would get frozen and stuff, and stuff like that. And my mom would say, you need to go down to the creek, which is right outside the house, and wash these dishes. Forks and plates, I remember. So it was tough. And we used to, back in those days, we had a great big fireplace, no central heating air, so we would have, we'd have to wash our clothes on a scrub board. And we did have a wringer washer. If you know what that is, just look it up. A wringer washer. But for some reason, sometimes we had to wash our clothes on a scrub board. Old timey. And me and my brother, after we got it rinsed out, he would get at one end of, we had like a pair of jeans. And so he would get at one end, and I would get at the other, and we would twist to get that water out. I remember one winter time, we would do that and then put them outside to hang hang the pants outside, and then they would be froze like in the wintertime. And you take it off the line, and because we put it outside, and you set it down on the ground, and it would stand up by itself. But most cases, we would burn a fire, and we would get a chair and put our clothes on the back of the chair, and we would watch the steam go up, drying the clothes and stuff. And then sometimes we had just a little bitty oven, and we would have to open it and put a chair next to it and let the heat dry it that way too sometimes. And it's really sad, but I remember one time, I guess it was so cold, I don't know, it's hard to remember way back, but it was wintertime, and we went and got a hotel room somewhere, and then we had to come back home. And when we come back home, one of our little dogs was frozen to the ground. Right beside the house, frozen to the ground. He was still alive, but he was frozen. And after that, my mom gave him carnation milk. I don't think we ever took him to the vet or anything. They didn't do that back in the day. So she gave him that carnation milk and everything. And I don't remember what his name was. But after that, he lived. He was happy. But he had a sideways walk, being stuck on the ground. I don't know how long he was stuck on the ground. But that was sad. But so I grew up cutting wood. Sometimes up on the mountain, right where the creek is, just me and my brother and my stepdad, we would go up on that hill, and he would cut down. Mom would stay in the house. I don't know why. But anyway, we would go up on the hill, and my stepdad made this thing, homemade, to throw the wood on after he'd done cut it down and cut it into pieces to go across the creek. I guess he made it out of it, like 2 trees, and then I think some tin. He, made it like where the wood, you could throw the wood on it and it would slide down. And he did that, and we would carry the wood up there. Me and my brother stack it up and everything, and we would chop wood and stuff like that. But it was something else down there. And we moved from Michigan. We wasn't living in the boonies like that. I mean, coming from Michigan and having a nice apartment, And I was only 4 or 5. I don't remember this stuff, but I look at pictures. So I remember seeing, we lived in an apartment and Christmas trees and stuff, and then pictures of me at my grandma's and me playing in the backyard and stuff like that, in society. But I'm glad I had that experience growing up in the woods like that. We had dogs and everything. Me and my brother, we would go out. We would go out and we would make huts and stuff, and everything like that. We stayed outside all the time. We never stayed in. And then we had ponies, and sometimes my mom she don't even know to this. Well, she's passed away. I was going to say to this day, but she's passed away. She don't know, but me and my brother used to get on our ponies, and because there was a lake down there, and so we were like got on our ponies and like they swam across, a little space there, and so we done that, and we spent a lot of time with our ponies and everything, and we had one named mine was Thomas. We had Thomas, Sue, Blue, he was the stud, and Gray, and then she had a little baby. I don't think we even named it because I don't remember. But yeah, and then we had the chickens and the dogs. We didn't have no cats, I guess, because we had the dogs. So I grew up like that and everything. And we used to stay up. These old people used to stay up on top of the hill, where we caught the bus, where from the cabin up to the road we go up the mountain, and then there's a barn, and then there's a pond and a pasture, and then there was a road. Just you walk a little ways, take you like a minute to walk to the house. It was a house that these older people, Lizzie and Everett and Jesse lived in. They're all brothers and sisters, and they lived in there. And then you just walk like another block, and Tom, their brother, lived in this red house. So every once in a while, we would go up and spend the night with Lizzie and them, and they didn't have no electric stove. For breakfast, she cooked on one of the wood stoves that you can take I don't know how to say it. Okay, you got a thing there's a thing you can cook on, right? And they got cut out holes. And then they have these things, that can get hot too, that go on top of them, but they would stay on it. I don't know what you call it. And then you would cook on top of it or take it off and cook, the fire hit it. But I think she cooked on top of it. But anyway, so yeah, she cooked breakfast. She cooked like bacon and biscuits and stuff like that. Every once in a while, we would go up there and spend the night with her. But yeah, we had a pretty good childhood. We didn't have no neighborhood friends. We only had ourselves. And my brother sometimes would be playing outside, and he would complain to my mom that I wasn't playing with him. Mom, will you tell Laura to come outside and play with me? Laura, go outside and play with your brother. My real name's Lori, but everybody calls me Laura now. So I will go outside and play with them. Oh, and so time goes by, and then we finally move out of there, and then I have a story to tell. And after that, well, I think we moved like to Cookeville, Tennessee. And that's like more in town. And then I did have neighbors, and I went to a different school. And I was in the 6th grade, I remember that. And then this lady across the street from me, I used to play with her daughter, Vicky. We spend at her house all the time and everything like that. Then we used to flirt with this little boy named Louis, right next door to her. But there was some good times there and everything like that. But anyway, I ended up here in Nashville. And I had 2 children from a previous marriage. And everything like that. But make a long story short, I end up here in Nashville. And I met my husband that I have now in 91. He is the first black man to win a NASCAR race here in Nashville back then. And we're still together to this day. And I used to work at Piccadilly. And he came through one day and asked me out. And I liked the way he looked and everything like that. So, yeah, I got his number and everything. And then we started going out. And then here we are today. But we did have a good time back then. We did. And we still do now. But we're just slowed down. We're slowed down right now. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And so I have a mother-in-law, a sister, 2 sister-in-laws, two brother-in-laws, and my brother, he lives probably about 30 minutes from me. I don't see him all the time. I see him on Messenger or something like that. But my daughter and my 6 grandbabies that are my blood, they all live in Cookeville, close to where I grew up in that cabin at. And that's like 20 miles from there. So they live up there. And my daughter, she does nails. She goes to this little shop and she does nails, pedicures. My oldest daughter, they're 2 years apart. So my oldest daughter, she works in a dentist office, and I'm very proud of them. And so yeah, life. There's a lot of changes that you have to go through in life, but you learn from them. You learn from them, You learn from that, and I love my life. I had a great birthday yesterday. I had a wonderful birthday. Got some touching cards, especially for my husband, and $200. And I didn't do much yesterday. I just laid around because we've been staying up late. I'm unemployed, so I'm unemployed, and been unemployed since Friday the 13th, 2024. My husband, he works here at home. He's a great mechanic. He went to school for that and everything a long time ago when I met him, before I met him. And we did used to have our shop. He's had like 3 shops. But since COVID, he came home. And it's great being home, him working and stuff like that. I think I'm going to do DoorDash. Because DoorDash, DOUGH Dash on YouTube, she is getting me inspired to do DoorDash. I've had the card since, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years now, and I haven't done anything. I don't know how it works, really. Kind of been on YouTube looking at that, but I don't know. My brother does it, and a friend of ours, she does it. She works at a school, but she does it on the side too. And her husband, he works for Terminator, and they say it's fun, and I want to do it, but I'm kind of scared. I mean, I don't know. You don't know what kind of people's houses you go to. I know sometimes you leave it out on the front porch or whatever, take a picture of it. Yeah. So I just need to do that. I mean, I really don't. I've been out of work for 6 months. I used to mobile phones and stuff, T-Mobile and all that. I used to program the phones and things, and I was there since 2022 up into 2024. Their contract ran out. It was a perfect job, early in the morning, get off at 3:30, off the weekends especially, and man, everything was going good, and then just that one part, they had one in the back for T-Mobile, and they probably still have the one up front for Xfinity, and in the middle they had cable boxes. That's what I was first doing when I worked there. I was refurbishing. That's what we did. Even T-Mobile, we refurbished pretty much. And so I refurbished cable boxes that you have at home in your living room, wherever, and everything like that. And I did that for a while. Then they picked certain people to go back and to do those phones, and they tarped it up. They tarped it up with black tarp where people can't look in. They put up like a chicken coop wires all the way, and then halfway, and then they took the other like fish nets, so you couldn't throw a phone over. You had to walk through a metal detector every single day. 3 times a day, or however many times you're going to go through there. Had 2 breaks and a lunch, so you couldn't have anything metal on. Like this one guy, he came through. He had something on his pants or whatever. He left. They said he couldn't come through, and he went home. He didn't come back till the next day, because he lived like 30 minutes away. So yeah. So I've been out of work, so I want to try that DoorDash. And DoorDash, I don't know if you ever see this or not, but you're inspiring me, and it might give me a good kick in the butt to just try it one time. But I don't know how it works. I mean, I've looked at people on YouTube and everything like that, but yeah, maybe make a video on that on YouTube. DoorDash? Yeah, so I haven't been working, and I wasted 9 years not posting videos until I come across Dante London, February the 12th. He inspired me to make video. I seen his channel on there, so he was doing some encouraging and inspiring. So that encouraged me and inspired me. He inspired me to start doing these videos every day. So I have. And so February the 12th, I started again. And it's February 22. And I wasted 9 years, because I opened up my YouTube channel February 2016. I made a few videos, but I didn't do it. I wasn't consistent. I didn't have nobody cheering me on and encouraging me. Nothing. Until I come across him like 9 years later. 9 years later. Thank you, Dante, if you ever see this. And then I come across DoorDash. Well, he said something about DoorDash. So I went to her channel. And then Coco Content. So, yeah. Little community. Little tribe. So, yeah, I've gained some subscribers. 1 or 2 every single day. I do one live a day, and I post a video once a day. So, yeah, so I've, wasted 9 years. Then when I got unemployed, I wasted 6 months. Ha! Wow. Thank you, Dante. Thank you. I want to get to where you're at and where DoorDash is at. I want to get to that. I want to get to that level, and I'm trying. I'm trying to do the damn thing. I'm trying to do the damn thing, okay? I'm being myself and everything like that, and you just have to stay consistent doing the videos and everything like that, and don't talk to yourself. Encourage your own self, because nobody ain't gonna do it. My husband knows I'm doing this. You don't encourage me. You know, nobody's encouraged me. And you know, people's not. They're gonna think, oh, she can do it for a while, whatever, everything like that. So let's just keep it. Let's just keep encouraging one another. And be real. Because it's hard when you have to do stuff by yourself sometimes. You know? And it's sad. Quit it. But it does hurt. The ones you're close to that don't encourage you or say nothing about it or anything. But I'm strong and I'm going to do this on my own, but it is emotional. It is. It is. Because people don't know how you feel inside. And I'm going to do these videos every day. I'm going to do these videos every day. Because I want my life to be better in the future and everything like that. And I want them, my husband and my son, especially my husband, to think back. When I make it big, to think back, wow, maybe I should have encouraged her a little bit. Oh my God, who the hell just pulled up? I don't know who this is. And I got tears in my eyes. Oh, I think it's my husband. He's bringing back a car too. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, let me straighten up. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh, okay. I want him to know. Okay, look, y'all. It's time for me to get off here. I don't know how long he's going to stay out there, but I'm going to get off here and run and get freshened up. But I know it's been over 15 minutes. I love y'all. Let me get off here. Okay, love y'all. Y'all, my new subscribers, thank you guys for coming, stopping by. Please like and subscribe and hit your notification bells. I was just emotional just for a second. Not always. But anyway, y'all have a good one.